Welcome back everybody to the Andy McKenzie Career Mode series. We have made it to the playoffs once again with Andy as the Houston Texans are set to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in this episode, a team they lost to during the regular season, but that was before their long 10-game winning streak, which was snapped in Week 17. If one thing's clear, it's that this team is not the same one Pittsburgh saw back earlier in the season when the Texans lost and fell to 2-4. Andy McKenzie closed out this season with 33 touchdown passes to 15 interceptions, 4,580 yards. Overall, this ended up being a great season for Houston. And now let's dive into this divisional round playoff game as the Texans up a first round bye get going here on their first possession. It's Andy McKenzie to DeAndre Hopkins. And just a couple plays later, the same connection makes it third and short. On 3rd and 2, now it's some option, and McKenzie has an opening and picks up enough to move the chains as he puts the Texans into Steeler territory. To the air on 1st down. Now McKenzie steps up and finds second-year wideout Malcolm Riley. The duo of Hopkins and Riley made this win streak possible. Here's McKenzie getting outside the pocket, and on the deep comeback, there is Riley getting open, and another first down catch as McKenzie begins the day, 4 for 4. In the red zone, here's Brandon Oliver running off tackle, and he gets down toward the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. That makes it 3rd and 3 for Houston, and Andy McKenzie connects with DeAndre Hopkins for the opening drive touchdown. What can you do if you're defending these two receivers? You have one that's too fast to cover, and another who it doesn't matter if you're close enough, he's going to come away with the football. 7-0 Houston. Let's go late first quarter as Josh Hill drops that one, and they face a 3rd down from their own 28. Here's McKenzie going outside, and Hopkins fumbles it, but Hill can scoop it up at least. This ends up being a 24-yard catch, fumble, and run as they get back into Pittsburgh territory, and there's a catch made by Jalen Strong, who has shown up in recent weeks making some more plays. 3rd down, and Oliver moves the sticks. And the run game has also had some improvements, although not so much early in this game. But it's no problem for this team as McKenzie finds Malcolm Riley once again. They get down near the red zone on Riley's 3rd catch. Then on 2nd down, McKenzie nearly picked off by Alfonso Dennard. He tried to get Hopkins outside on that quick hitch, and Dennard nearly had a Pittsburgh touchdown. Instead, 3rd down, and McKenzie floats it out for Josh Hill away from the speedy Ryan Shazier. And they get down to the 3-yard line. Can they go up by 2 scores? 2nd down, off his back foot, and off the hands of Josh Hill. He was so sure-handed and reliable this year, but 2 drops in this game. 3rd and goal, dump off, and Oliver can't get to the end zone. So Pittsburgh ends up holding up, and the Texans just take the 3 points. They're happy with the 2-score lead, especially with the way the offense has thrown the football. Pittsburgh then answered with a field goal. Let's go late 2nd half as McKenzie just gets that away, and we see that Hill can catch the football today, but it's going to be negated by a penalty. Now it's an illegal block in the back, and this was on Malcolm Riley. So at their own 36, a minute 15 on the clock. There's a short throw out to Fisher Roberts, the rookie tight end who played a nice role this season, especially when Hill was injured to start the year. He's able to move the chains, and then a slant here for DeAndre Hopkins as they get about 6 yards on this play. They're close to scoring range again, 51 seconds on the clock, and here's pressure as McKenzie goes down. They spread the defense out. They tried to get something big. Instead, Pittsburgh may keep them out of field goal range. 3rd and long, and Hopkins has another catch. Texans get down to the 31-yard line with a brand new set of downs. 38 seconds on the clock. McKenzie back to the air, going to the end zone, and intercepted by Alfonso Dennard. He dropped the easy one, but he makes the spectacular top 5 play of the day catch. Well done. Texans cannot add points before the halftime. It's just a 10-3 lead. As we move on to the 2nd half, and there is Jalen Strong once again as McKenzie works off the play action from left to right. In the very next play, they go read option. McKenzie, not much room, but he breaks the tackle, and now there is some room. And look at the move by Andy McKenzie, working into Pittsburgh territory. He picks up a bunch of extra yards after that juke. This ends up being a 44-yard run. This was close to being a loss, but McKenzie stays on his feet, makes that move, and turns on the Jets. Now they're at the Pittsburgh 27-yard line on 1st and 10. Andy airs it out to Josh Hill as they get inside the 10-yard line. Can they convert this time? Riley in motion, McKenzie down the middle, and intercepted! The defensive lineman. It's Rice with the pick, who also had the sack earlier. A very key successful zone blitz, and their second end zone interception of Andy McKenzie. Thankfully, their offense wasn't doing much against this Texan defense, but here's a flag coming out on this Texans possession as they cross the 50, but they are sent back with this holding call on Xavier Su'a-Filo. At their own 38-yard line, they face 3rd down and 9. And the rush gets there again as McKenzie has his pass knocked down by Shazier. They're starting to figure out Houston's offense a little bit. It's still only a 10-3 game. And Pittsburgh finally is able to put together a possession, and Dexter McCluster ties the game here late 3rd quarter. Back to work, McKenzie hands off, and Oliver picks up around 7 yards to move the chains. Now into the final quarter here of the divisional round. McKenzie goes down again, this time sacked by Cameron Hayward. Pittsburgh improving in both their pass rush and their coverage. 2nd and 18. Sailing outside, nice throw from Andy as he hooks up with Malcolm Riley. They make it 3rd and short at least. Spread the defense out, hand it off, and Oliver moves the chains, but doesn't get much more than that. Close to Pittsburgh territory again, they put Hopkins in the slot, and that's who McKenzie wants here. Open and a 1st down grab. They get to the Pittsburgh 31-yard line, hoping to break this tie. Facing 2nd down, a dump off, and Oliver comes away with this one. He played a big role in the air in that last episode. Now they're inside the red zone, hoping to avoid the end zone interception this time around. And inside the 5, it is Jalen Strong with the 1st down grab. They're down to the 1. Can they punch it in this time? 1st and goal. Play fake. McKenzie connecting. It's Darrell Young, the fullback. Wide open. Nobody covered him. The Texans regain the lead and a touchdown advantage here in the 4th quarter. After 2 end zone interceptions, McKenzie is back to finding one of his players in the end zone, and it's 17-10 Houston. Can the Steelers' offense answer? They get back-to-back 20-plus yard plays, but then stall and miss a field goal. Less than 3 minutes to go. Can they drain this clock? They're trying to do it in the air, and McKenzie is sacked by Ryan Shazier. Another successful blitz. That takes the game to the 2-minute warning. Do Bill O'Brien and Andy McKenzie have the solution to this 3rd and 16? No, they don't. It's Bud Dupree sacking McKenzie back at the 5-yard line. The Steeler defense may not have played well early, but they've come on strong. They give their offense a final chance to tie this game. They start with a hold. They get 14 yards on 3rd down and turn it over on 4th. And that secures the game for the Houston Texans as they defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers to move on to the AFC Championship game. From the beginning, it looked like this might be a really entertaining day for the offense where they just do whatever they want to for the most part. But Pittsburgh really stepped up and slowed down Houston's success. And here you see McKenzie get to meet the 2 players that intercepted his 2 passes in this game, both of those in the end zone. But even with holding Houston's offense to 17 points, the great Steeler offense could only score 10. Both teams had all of their key playmakers healthy, but the total score ended up only being 27 points, which is very surprising. It's a great sign for the defense to show that they can play at this level against an offense of Pittsburgh's caliber. But then for the offense, you expect a lot more against Pittsburgh's defense. Their pressure became a big problem. McKenzie had those 2 turnovers, and one of their biggest plays was when McKenzie broke a tackle and made a defender miss for like 44 yards. So you like to see a little more impressive play from the offense, more consistency, and obviously not the turnovers in the end zone. But we'll see what the AFC Championship game brings us as the Houston Texans will take on the San Diego Chargers, who went 13-3 this season. The Texans will go on the road, thankfully nice weather, and we'll see if they'll be moving on to the Super Bowl. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more content. The next episode will be up on Saturday, and I'll see you guys there. Have a great day.